Where is President Biden on any of this? When he wants to talk about how angry he is or frustrated he is about the high cost of insulin, he comes out and gives an impassioned speech. Where is he on any of this?
Welcome back, Patriots. We once again have the gladiator, Peter Doocy, in the White House press briefing room, sparring against John Kirby on Joe Biden's support of Israel, or really lack thereof, as well as addressing the elephant in the room. Where is Joe Biden in all of this, and why is he not on the podium answering all of our questions? Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's roll it.
Peter. John, a follow-up on that first. Did the CIA warn Israel, or did President Biden warn Netanyahu today about an Iranian plan to attack inside Israel within 48 hours?
I'm not going to talk about intelligence matters, Peter. I think you can understand. But they did talk about a very public and very viable, real threat by Iran to Israel's security. And I think I need to leave it at that. It's really as far as I can go.
So it sounds like what Peter Doocy was saying is in fact true, but don't worry, because the Biden administration is still going to give Iran anywhere between $6 to $10 billion with a B in humanitarian aid. A country that wants to wipe Western civilization off the earth and just threatened one of our allies with a attack is still going to get $6 to $10 billion. Let that one sink in.
October 7th, President Biden said, "My administration's support for Israel's security is rock solid and unwavering." That is not true anymore, correct?
No, it is true. Still true today.
How is his support unwavering, but you're also reconsidering policy choices?
Both can be true.
They cannot be true. They're completely different things.
No. I'm sorry.
He is wavering.
No, come on.
How is he not wavering?
Come on now. As I said, and as it says in that readout, we made clear, and he made it clear to the Prime Minister in his call, that our support for Israel's self-defense remains ironclad. They face a range of threats, and the United States isn't going to walk away from helping Israel defend itself. That said, you can say all that, and you can act on that, and you can believe that, and the president does, and still believe that the manner in which they're defending themselves against the Hamas threat needs to change. And that is the conversation that we had today. But both things are true. Our support is ironclad and consistent. It's not going to stop. It's not going to waver. But will there perhaps be some policy changes we might have to make if we don't see policy changes out of Israel? Yes.
But that is wavering support. You said that you're going to be unwavering, meaning that you're going to basically just have no limitations in support for Israel, to now having limitations in terms of what you're willing to support based on whatever actions they do or do not do. That is wavering. That is exactly what the Biden administration is doing, but they're saying they're not doing. Typical.
Is that unwavering? It sounds like you guys are trying to have it both ways here.
Yes.
No, I don't know that I can.
But we are going to make all these changes because we don't support Israel.
I didn't say we're going to make changes. I said we need to see how Israel responds to the humanitarian crises in Gaza and how they respond to the protection of aid workers. I think we can all agree. I think you would agree. You don't want to see innocent civilians killed or targeted, do you? You don't want to see Gazans starve. You don't want to see famine in Gaza, do you? Of course not.
But you're the policymaker, and you're talking about policy changes. That is not what you were talking about on October 7th.
Because
when
things have
solid and unwavering.
On October 7th, there wasn't near famine in Gaza. On October 7th, there wasn't.
So now he's about to describe why now they're wavering. I mean, he just got done saying that they weren't wavering, that they were unwavering based on what they said on October 7th, to now they're explaining, well, now we're going to waver because there's famine and drought or whatever the hell you want to say is going on in Gaza from a people that supports Hamas that attacked Israel on October 7th, killed a bunch of civilians, and now people are all upset because they have famine because of the actions that they supported from Hamas that did on Israel. Like, people, there's no personal responsibility. You notice that? Where it's like you do some sort of heinous thing, and then you're shocked that you're getting totally screwed over from the very heinous thing that you supported. I don't want to see famine. I don't want to see drought. I want people to be fed, which is what Israel's allowed them to do. But if you got Hamas that's still holding hostages, still wanting to perform attacks on Israelis, like, what do you do? We're acting like we're not in the middle of a war here. You know what I mean? Like, I understand we're not talking about the United States, but Israel, I don't understand like what people expect from war nowadays. Like, do they expect it to be all kumbaya with banjos and everybody playing and having a good old time? It's freaking war. You expect stuff like this to happen in war. It's fucking terrible. That's why you don't do it. That's why you don't commit an attack on another country, so you don't hit the ramifications of freaking what you're seeing in Gaza. I don't get it.
A diminution of trucks getting into Gaza. On October 7th, we didn't see thousands and thousands of innocent people killed. I mean, I could go on and on. We're talking about a conflict here which is dang near at 6 months here. This weekend, 6 months. And it has changed over time. And what the president's message today was, we need to see some changes in the way Israel is dealing with that threat. That's what two good friends and allies can discuss. This isn't about changing our support to Israel or the security of the Israeli state. And I just have to take issue with the premise of the question.
Okay, just the last one then. Where is President Biden on any of this? When he wants to talk about how angry he is or frustrated he is about the high cost of insulin, he comes out and gives an impassioned speech. Where is he on any of this?
He's been talking about this. He's been issuing statements on this.
In private?
No, that statement, last I looked, was public.
But where is he? Why isn't he here right now?
I'm sure you'll continue to hear from the president about this and many other national security issues.
All right, we gotta wrap
It really is astonishing, you guys, that Joe Biden has never been on that podium in his entirety of the presidency. Let that one sink in. Joe Biden has never been on that podium in the entirety of his presidency. They're hiding this guy. We all know what's going on. We all know his brain's not working. The Democrats will still vote for a president whose brain is not working, that's walking around the White House, not having a damn clue that he's president, doesn't know who his wife is, doesn't know who John Kirby is or jean-pierre, doesn't know anybody, slurs his words, fights with a teleprompter that's been undefeated for 3 years now, never has won against a teleprompter. The teleprompter is undefeated, folks. Get it a heavyweight belt. Joe Biden falls upstairs. He has to take the short stairs to get on Air Force One. You have a president that's basically taking the short bus to get to work, except it's just it's a ladder, it's a staircase, because they're so terrified this guy's going to trip. His own White House aides have come out and said that they're terrified this guy's going to trip over a camera cable in the White House. That is not an exaggeration. That is not a joke. I know it sounds like one. They're terrified this guy's going to trip and break a hip. Jesus Christ, man. Well, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Would love to hear your opinion on what you just watched here from John Kirby in the White House, duking it out against Peter Doocy of Fox News. Peter Doocy himself is undefeated once again, folks. And let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I'll see you next time here on The Will Brad Show.